Do you think that this is an example of two-tier justice? I mean, there are people who've done similar-ish things to MPs who have gone down for it.
Hi, good evening, Patrick. I think it's not just two-tier justice we're seeing. We're seeing a gulf in justice. We're seeing a multi-tier justice system. And I think one of the things that we have to have consistency in sentencing. And that's obviously the job of the judge or the magistrate when they look at a particular case to go through all of that. And I think in this circumstance, when quite rightly you've actually pointed out some cases where there doesn't appear to be any consistency in sentencing. When a politician or a member of the public have been attacked, then things have been done very differently. And I think that's one of the issues that we've got here. Now, it's not an issue of someone just throwing a glass of wine over a friend in a pub. This is a premeditated attack on someone seeking public office. And as you mentioned, there was a case, I think, in 2019 when someone attacked Jeremy Corbyn. And the magistrates in that case actually said it was an attack on democracy. Why is this different?
Well, it's the precedent that it sets, isn't it? Now, if you were to just hold these two things up side by side, and OK, life isn't always as black and white as this, David, but if you were to hold these two things up side by side, you could look at some attacks or threats of attacks on left-wing politicians, and you could look at a physical attack on a right-wing politician, and you could see that if you attack the left, you get sent to prison. If you attack the right, you get to walk free, despite initially pleading not guilty.
Well, absolutely. One of the other things that you're seeing as well, you're seeing essentially people, from a free speech perspective, they're hurling abuses, if you like, on social media, and they're being jailed, yet people actually hurling missiles at people. It might only have been a milkshake, but they could have, if the straw had hit Nigel's eye, for instance, something like that, it could have been dangerous. It could have been something much worse. They're not being sent to jail. So it shows you that there really isn't any consistency in that. And of course, like I said, judges and magistrates on the day will look at various factors when it comes to sentencing, but certainly on the face of it, there appears to be a great gulf here.